You might believe you're making free choices every day, charting your own course towards success and happiness. But what if a profound, life-altering secret is being deliberately kept from you? Owen Hermstring delivers a startling claim. They, the collective forces of societal conditioning, consumerism, traditional systems, and ingrained power structures, don't want you to know how to reprogram your mind. This knowledge, Hermstring asserts, is the most guarded secret on the planet because its suppression maintains their influence and keeps your subconscious mind on its default, limiting settings, ensuring your continued compliance. Imagine your subconscious mind as a vast, powerful supercomputer, constantly executing programs that dictate your reality. Most of us are born into a world where this supercomputer comes with pre-installed default software, programs inherited from family, culture, education, and media. These programs often include beliefs like money is hard, love is pain, you're not good enough, or change is difficult. Hermstring provocatively states, the most guarded secret on this planet is not about power or wealth, but about the malleability of the human mind. They don't want you to know how to reprogram your subconscious, because a mind truly aware of its own programming cannot be controlled. Your compliance is built on your ignorance of your own inner blueprint. This means that your feelings of limitation, frustration, or being stuck are not accidental. They are the direct output of these unexamined default programs. The energetic mechanism of this suppression is multifaceted. They maintain influence by distraction, keeping minds perpetually focused on external stimuli, consumerism, celebrity gossip, manufactured dramas, fear-mongering news cycles. A mind constantly distracted by external noise rarely turns inward to examine its own operating system, promoting an external locus of control, instilling beliefs that happiness, success, and solutions come from outside yourself through acquiring products, achieving status, or seeking validation from authorities. This prevents individuals from recognizing and harnessing their immense internal power to rewrite their own reality. Reinforcing limiting beliefs, subtly or overtly perpetuating narratives that subtly program your mind with beliefs like change is hard, you need an expert to fix you, or you are a victim of circumstances. These beliefs discourage self-reprogramming and maintain dependency on external systems. Discouraging inner work, prioritizing external achievement and conventional success over genuine self-introspection and emotional processing, thus ensuring the subconscious remains largely unexamined and operating on its default, often limiting settings. Consider how consumer culture thrives when you believe happiness is found in the next purchase rather than cultivated from within. Or how traditional educational systems often train minds for compliance and rote memorization rather than critical thinking about one's own internal programming. The great secret is that you possess the inherent power to override these default programs. Uncovering this secret is the first crucial step toward reclaiming your mind and your destiny from unseen influences. You've uncovered the great secret that forces outside yourself don't want you to know how to reprogram your mind. But how exactly do they maintain control? Owen Hermstring reveals that your default subconscious programs, forged by unexamined beliefs and pervasive societal norms, act as unseen chains. These programs ensure your compliance, subtly dictating your energetic broadcast and making you unknowingly serve agendas that are not your own, often without you ever questioning your choices. Imagine your subconscious mind as a powerful robot, pre-programmed with a specific set of instructions. These instructions, absorbed from your environment, your family, your education, and pervasive media messages, dictate its default behavior. They tell it how to react, what to believe, and what to pursue. Hermstring states, compliance is the silent agreement of an unexamined mind, Your default subconscious programs are the unseen chains that bind your potential, ensuring your energetic broadcast remains within the confines of established norms, rather than rising to your sovereign truth. They compel you to serve agendas you did not consciously choose. This means that your mind, in its default state, is often running programs designed to keep you safe, normal, or acceptable within existing systems, even if those systems limit your true potential for freedom and abundance. The energetic mechanism of these unseen chains is rooted in their subconscious nature. Because these programs operate beneath your conscious awareness, they are incredibly powerful and consistent. They broadcast a dominant frequency that aligns with societal expectations, consumerist desires, or conventional pathways, overriding any fleeting conscious desires for radical change or personal sovereignty. This leads to a profound energetic paradox. You might consciously desire breakthrough success, but if your default program dictates "don't rock the boat" or "stay humble," your energetic broadcast will prioritize compliance, subtly blocking opportunities that require you to break free from these chains. Consider how consumerism thrives on these unseen chains. Your subconscious might be programmed with the belief that happiness comes from buying things, or "my worth is tied to my possessions." This program compels an energetic broadcast that constantly seeks external gratification, driving you towards endless consumption, even when it doesn't truly fulfill you. You're complying with an agenda, the agenda of consumption, without ever consciously choosing it. Or think about how societal norms enforce specific career paths, relationship structures, or life milestones. If your default program states, "I must follow this traditional path to be successful," you'll energetically gravitate towards it, even if your true desires lie elsewhere, because the chain of compliance is silently guiding your broadcast. Breaking free from these unseen chains requires a radical act of self-awareness. It means turning inward, identifying these default programs, and recognizing that your feelings of limitation or compliance are not inherent. They are merely the output of an unexamined program. Only by bringing these chains into conscious light can you begin the powerful work of liberation and reclaiming your energetic sovereignty. You're striving to break free from the unseen chains of default subconscious programs. But what if they, the forces seeking to control your choices and compliance, use your very emotions as a weapon? Owen Hermstring reveals that your triggered emotional reactions are not just personal responses. They are powerful energetic broadcasts, and they are key to maintaining external control. He asserts that unconscious emotional loops are deliberately exploited to keep you disempowered, broadcasting chaos and diverting your energy from conscious creation to compliant reactivity. Imagine your inner emotional landscape as a vibrant but vulnerable city. External forces, from sensationalized media and polarizing politics to manipulative advertising, constantly launch emotional attacks designed to hit your pre-programmed triggers. When a strong emotional trigger, like alarming news about a crisis, a divisive political debate, or an advertisement highlighting your perceived inadequacy, hits a pre-existing emotional code, e.g., a fear of scarcity, anger at injustice, desire for belonging, it bypasses your conscious thought. You are emotionally hijacked, compelled to react without reflection. Hermstring states this plainly. The emotional landscape of humanity is the ultimate battleground for control. They understand that a mind consumed by unconscious emotional reaction broadcasts chaos, not creation. Your fear, your anger, your relentless craving are not merely feelings. They are exploited frequencies, diverting your power from sovereign will to compliant reactivity. This means that your intense, automatic emotional responses become powerful, fragmented, and often low-frequency energetic broadcasts that serve their agenda, not your own. The energetic mechanism of this power play is insidious, unconscious, Intense emotional reactions generate fragmented, chaotic, or low-frequency energetic broadcasts. This signal drains your individual field and creates internal dissonance, making you susceptible to external influence. When you are consumed by triggered fear, rage, or desperate craving, your energy is diverted from conscious creation, building your own reality, to reacting to external stimuli. You become reactive rather than proactive. This perpetual state of emotional reactivity keeps you disempowered. Consider how fear-based news cycles constantly bombard you with crises and divisions. This triggers fear and anger, consuming your attention and emotional energy, preventing you from focusing on personal growth, community solutions, or critical thinking. You become a reactive consumer of information rather than a conscious creator of your own reality. Similarly, aggressive advertising campaigns are expertly designed to trigger your desire for products or lifestyles by highlighting perceived lack or inadequacy. This triggers craving and comparison, linking to previous energetic traps, diverting your financial energy towards external fixes rather than internal abundance. Or think about political polarization, which is engineered to trigger strong anger and tribalism. This consumes immense emotional energy that could be used for constructive action, keeping people divided, reactive, and thus easier to control. The solution to this power play lies in cultivating conscious awareness. It's about recognizing when you're being triggered, creating a pause between trigger and reaction, and choosing a different, aligned energetic response. This allows you to disengage from their agenda and reclaim your sovereign power. You are freeing yourself from the invisible chains and learning not to be held hostage by your emotional reactions. But how do they, the forces seeking to control your mind, manage to install such powerful programs without you even realizing it? Owen Hermstring reveals that media and cultural narratives are master tools in this game. This topic will expose how ubiquitous media and cultural narratives are cleverly designed to install and reinforce limiting beliefs directly in your subconscious, creating an illusion of choice while subtly shaping your reality according to their design. Imagine your subconscious mind as a vast, fertile garden. The media, popular culture, advertising, and even everyday conversations act as constant gardeners, planting seeds of beliefs without your conscious consent. These seeds are often of scarcity, inadequacy, fear, comparison, or the idea that happiness is tied to external consumption. Hermstring is blunt when he states, "The greatest prison has no visible bars. It is constructed by the narratives you consume." Media and culture don't just inform, they program. The illusion of choice is their masterpiece. You believe you're making free decisions, but your mind is dancing to the rhythm of the beliefs they have silently installed. This means that while you think you are simply having fun or being informed, your mind is continually being programmed with ideas that may be limiting your potential and keeping you in a state of conformity. The energetic mechanism of this illusion of choice is extremely effective because it operates through repetition and emotional resonance. The messages are delivered subtly and constantly, often wrapped in entertainment or news that generates a strong emotional impact, connecting to the previous topic on emotional reactions. Your subconscious, which cannot distinguish between reality and vivid imagination, absorbs these messages as truth. For example, constant exposure to unattainable beauty ideals in advertising instills the belief that "I am not good enough" or "I need something external to be accepted." This belief becomes a program that dictates your behavior, your consumer choices, and even your self-esteem, all without you even realizing the source of the programming. Consider how the news media, by relentlessly focusing on crises and divisions, installs a program of fear and distrust in your subconscious. This makes you feel powerless, reactive, and less likely to act with sovereignty in your own life, because your subconscious is operating under the premise that the world is a dangerous and uncontrollable place. Similarly, cultural narratives that glorify hard work and suffering as the only path to success can install a program of effort and struggle, blocking the flow of abundance and ease in your life, connecting to concepts of the illusion of effort from previous scripts. You feel compelled to struggle, not because it is necessary, but because your subconscious has been programmed to believe it is the only way. The shocking truth is that many of your choices are actually reactions to implanted programs. Unmasking this illusion of choice is a vital step in regaining your mental and energetic autonomy, allowing you to begin creating your own reality rather than living the reality that has been programmed for you. You've bravely unveiled the sophisticated ways they program your mind, from unseen chains to manipulated emotions and cultural narratives. You understand the insidious nature of this control. Now, the pivotal question arises: how do you actually break free from their code and reclaim your inner power? Owen Hermstring offers a radical and deeply empowering method for subconscious liberation, a systematic approach to understanding the subconscious's language and actively providing it with new, empowering instructions. Hermstring insists that the key to true liberation lies not in escaping the cage, but in understanding the lock. Your subconscious mind is a program. To break its code, you must first become its conscious programmer, systematically identifying the limiting instructions and flooding your field with the resonant frequencies of your sovereign truth until the old programs dissolve from lack of power. This isn't about fighting your subconscious, it's about re-educating it. The process begins with conscious code identification. Cultivate an observer mindset, a detached awareness of your automatic thoughts, emotions, and reactions, especially when triggered. Recognize these as outputs from a program, not necessarily your truth. Actively identify recurring negative patterns in your life. These are direct indicators of the active, limiting code, linking back to the unseen chains and echo of unconscious fears. Question the narratives you've absorbed from media and culture, asking, is this my truth or a programmed belief? Next, you engage in energetic disruption and detachment to clear the old code. When a sabotaging thought, feeling, or habit arises, consciously interrupt it immediately by creating a sacred pause between the trigger and your automatic reaction. This breaks the old energetic circuit. Engage in emotional processing and release, as we discussed in the emotional code script. Allow suppressed emotions tied to limiting beliefs to be felt and moved through your body. Visualize actively deleting old beliefs from your mind's screen, imagining cords to external programming or past traumas being severed. Finally, you begin new code installation and programming liberation. This is where you flood your field with your desired truth. Consistently declare your new sovereign identity using powerful I am statements, e.g., I am free from limiting beliefs. I am the architect of my reality. Infusing them with deep feeling and aligning your actions, acting as if. Consciously, immerse yourself in deliberate positive input. Surround yourself with books, podcasts, mentors, and environments that reflect your new desired code. This continuous positive input actively overrides old programs. Hermstring emphasizes that consistency is key. Daily dedication to these practices systematically rewires your brain, strengthening the new frequencies until they become your dominant broadcast, transforming your subconscious from a controlled entity into a powerful, liberated ally. You've systematically broken the code of subconscious control. You've journeyed through the great secret, dismantled the unseen chains, disarmed the power plays, and seen through the illusion of choice. What is the ultimate reward for this profound inner liberation? Owen Hermstring reveals it. You become the awakened architect, living a reality where you consciously control the blueprint, operating from a place of radical freedom and designing your destiny according to your sovereign will. Hermstring insists that the true measure of freedom is not the absence of external influence, but the unwavering sovereignty of your inner design. When your subconscious blueprint harmonizes with your conscious will, you cease to be a puppet of unseen forces and become the awakened architect of your destiny, creating a reality precisely to your sovereign specifications. He states, "The true measure of freedom is not the absence of external influence, but the unwavering sovereignty of your inner design." When your subconscious blueprint harmonizes with your conscious will, you cease to be a puppet of unseen forces and become the awakened architect of your destiny, creating a reality precisely to your sovereign specifications. This means your life is no longer a default setting, but a deliberate masterpiece. The energetic mechanism of the awakened architect is pure, unobstructed flow. With your subconscious blueprint now perfectly aligned with your conscious desires, all energetic friction disappears. Your reality flows effortlessly, without resistance from inner sabotage or external manipulation. Your harmonized mind consistently broadcasts a clear, high-frequency signal, and the universe, being a perfect mirror, has no choice but to reflect this back with undeniable precision. Your intuition becomes a crystal-clear channel, guiding you to inspired actions and optimal decisions that align perfectly with your conscious blueprint. Challenges are met, not with reactive fear or compliant resignation, but with inner certainty and creative solutions, as your subconscious now actively supports finding answers rather than confirming limitations. Consider the individual who once felt compelled by societal norms, trapped in unseen chains. As an awakened architect, they now consciously choose their path, creating a career, relationships, and lifestyle that genuinely resonate because they are designing their own blueprint. The person who once reacted to triggers with fear or anger now pauses, processes, and chooses a response aligned with their desired reality, transforming challenges into opportunities. This is the ultimate freedom, to live a life where your external reality is not a reflection of someone else's programming, but a vibrant, unfolding manifestation of your own conscious design. The awakened architect continuously refines their blueprint as they evolve, embracing the ongoing journey of creation and living a life where limitless potential is not just a dream, but an undeniable reality. If Owen Hermstring's message resonated and you're ready to become your life's architect, join our community. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the notification bell. We're dedicated to helping you master your subconscious blueprint for a life of boundless freedom. Leave a comment below and tell us, what old program are you ready to rewrite today? Your journey to an awakened, intentional reality begins when you align.